Let's go 10 points on your points cards tonight. Is anybody spending points tonight?
Oh yeah.
You got enough for that grand charm?
I do.
Let's fucking go.
I do, sir. I do.
Anybody else?
I had enough at the end of last session, but just figured I'd wait till the beginning of this session to see where it landed us. So.
Hell yeah. What about you, Jesus? Did 10 bring you to...
No, I'm at 65, so I'm going to be banking for a bit.
Okay.
I might. Oh. Yeah.
All right.
All right.
50 points. Let's see if we get lucky.
A grand charm of dimensional travel. This one is so fun. Fucking Oka has that in Wednesday game. You get 3 uses of dimension door per.
Isn't there one in the list that's got the Misty Step too? That you can do the Misty Step 3 times.
Maybe.
I just thought it was weird that I thought I saw both of them in there. And I was like, wow, that's.
Oh, probably. But I mean, there's a vast difference between 30 and 600 feet, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good fucking charm. That's a good roll, especially for Brunk.
It's like, where are we gonna go today? Anywhere we want to go.
As kind of like the enforcer and savior of your team, that's like I couldn't imagine a better one on you, honestly.
I gotta go rescue somebody from their stupidity. I'll be back.
Or even just great for positioning too, right? Because fucking you can take somebody with you.
How many dice do I add to the damage if I teleport up really high in the sky and then just fall and land on them? How many extra points do I add?
Pretty sure the max is 20d6.
Oh god.
Though, I mean, I could be convinced to break that limit at some point in time. Maybe once you hit level 10, I'll be like, alright, the 20d6 threshold is gone. If you're going higher than that, fucking may the gods have mercy on you.
Yeah. Spend that Grand Charmer recovery real quick. Get half my hit points back.
Yup. What we need here is max 3 uses, 0 spent. Or not from here. Should be. Activities, MIDI use, consumption 3, recovery. I think it's a short or long rest, is it not?
Sorry, what?
For the Grand Charm, its recovery is short or long rest? Or per short rest?
It says per short rest.
Per short
yes.
rest, yeah.
That's wild. For the dimensional travel, yeah. Yeah, let me take a nap for an hour, and then we'll be ready to go again.
And then we can just zip zop again, yeah.
Oh yeah, I need to add that to my... Oh, it is down there. Okay.
I've added
Did you add that?
Yeah, I added it to your character sheet and did all the fun stuff with it, so it should probably function right. Is anybody getting any kind of charms as you enter this cave?
It'll be like magic from Marvel Rivals. Just teleport all over the place. Although technically hers are more like a Misty Step in the way they get used in the game, but
the actual ability,
it looks more like a dimension door. Yes.
Her comic book lore is that she literally tears a fucking hole into
she passes through hell.
Yeah.
From going from one location to the other.
Yeah,
yes.
Which is fucking wild.
Did you get some sun there?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, I was actually looking at your arms, but
I thought I was gonna be so cute yesterday, and I wore a cute little dress that had little keyhole cutouts on the sleeve, but I was stupid and didn't wear any sunscreen, and now look at this stupid sunburn. It looks like a bit of the sunburn is trying to escape the rest of the sunburn. I'm so mad. I'm so mad.
Like a person that falls asleep out in the sun and somebody uses sunscreen lotion to draw a penis on them.
Right? And not only that, because I'm a driver, I was driving all day, so the other arm is fine. But this one looks so dumb. So I'm just going to turn like this. This is my cool side now.
They'll never know, honey.
We'll never know.
They'll never know. They're gonna know. They'll never know.
How are they gonna know? When we last left our heroes, you had started off in the Rockcroft courtyard, discussing your plan for moving forward. Fletcher told the group that he saw a shadow dragon flying northeast, and got into a little bit of an altercation with Obmi when he was trying to basically lay claim to their horse just because he liked it. We moved on fairly...
Likers keepers.
We moved on fairly quickly from that, with the group heading out with Lyle and Gregory towards Silver Manor. Along the way, you found a young boy in a suit with a strange entourage of shadow imps. The boy's name was Tommy. He seemed strange and out of place, and told the group that he was looking for his mother, who one of the imps identified as Lady Jacinda, who was dragged off by one of the shadow dogs towards the oasis. Tommy considers the imps his siblings. They had been around for his whole life, and are shadows that are unrelated to the shadows that you've been dealing with. Even confirmed by Rosalia, saying these ones don't set off my spidey sense like the other ones do. You had a little bit of a discussion with Tommy before sending him on his way. He was heading towards the oasis to see if he could find his mom, and making friends with him and promising to meet up with him once you got to that area again. Tommy gave Nerissa a friendship curse, which was a little bunny brand on her that will sting her like a fresh tattoo when near Tommy. The group moved on and arrived at the manor and met the keeper of the manor, Silver von Kreese, who was expecting them. Silver gave a little bit of background about the manor and kind of little tidbits here and there as she was interacting with you, and told you to make yourself comfortable in the basement before journeying into the underground. Brunk made note of the beautiful kitchen right away and made some tasty treats for everyone. Fletcher also embraced his inner bartender, making some delicious fruity drinks to go with the meal that Brunk had made. In the basement, watching the TV, there was no programming except for infomercials from the Velvet Auction, or what is it, the Velvet Lock auction. Finally, you gathered your things and gathered your people and made your way into the cavern beneath the manor. Let me bring you back to this screen. There are strange, smells coming from the tunnels. It smells like just somebody who has not bathed in quite some time. A little bit of just stank that permeates through the caves, along with strange noises. Sometimes it sounds like goblins arguing or screaming. The group just grabbed a couple torches from the entrance and headed on in. As you travel into the Merkana underground, you had made your first roll, and where you end up is it kind of narrows and then opens into a larger cavern that you don't see much inside. It looks like it leads into another a smaller tunnel, but what you do notice is there is something growing on the walls. It appears to be some kind of mushroom that is actively kind of raining spores. They're gray-green spores. Obmi and his crew, for these, Obmi and his crew are going to be staying kind of put beyond the entrance. So for things like battle encounters and stuff like that, they aren't in the room until you clear the room and give them the okay. Just to establish like who's with you and who's not. But yeah, you see, like, it's like kind of like this. It's not moss, it's like mushrooms, but it's like a mossy mushroom kind of that's like kind of like raining these sprinkles of something like this kind of dust onto the ground.
Gonna lick it. I'm not gonna lick it. I'm not gonna lick the mushrooms. Okay.
I was like, yeah, now you go.
I'm not gonna lick the mushroom. Sorry, I'm just looking at what I've got. Can I identify it, please? I would like to identify these spores. What kind of mushrooms are they?
Give me a nature check. $12 isn't too bad. Also, everybody should have inspiration if they don't.
Am I able to cast the identify spell, or wait? That's going to eat one of my spell slots. We're
And
not in a battle.
as far as you can tell, these are natural. Like they're not. It's not magical.
Yeah.
But I will say,
Yeah.
a 12 is enough. You know that these are dust moss spores. The spores that the mushrooms make, like the mushrooms themselves, are just like they can be used as food. They are non-toxic, but the spores that they create and are sprinkling down mask scent and can confuse monster tracking. Like if a monster gets like a big like snuffle of that, like it stuffs them up in a way that they can't track you. And it's often used with like like people who are hunting to be stealthier when they're hunting. You're muted.
Muted.
Sorry, and it's naturally occurring here. It's not like somebody placed it here because they didn't want to be tracked.
No, it just looks like they're growing. Like it's these like this big mass of like mushrooms and moss that are growing on the walls.
Do I know if this sort of thing would be useful against the shadow creatures or like other beasts we've encountered so far in our journey together?
Shadows, who knows? But for like, there's other monsters out there. Like, it's not just the shadow monsters out there. And for regular monsters that use a source of like have a sense of smell, might be advantageous to have some.
Okay. I'm sure I've got like an empty vial somewhere in my tank or amongst my things. Can I just start like harvesting some of the mushrooms and like explain to my fellow adventurers what this stuff is? I'm just gonna be like, hey, this stuff is gonna be probably useful if you guys have any extra pockets or stuff. It's, what did you say it was called?
If you pluck the mushrooms, they stop raining. They stop growing the spores. They stop distributing the spores.
Okay, so instead of that, I'm gonna just start collecting the spores.
Okay,
then,
and yeah, they're called dust moss spores.
Dust moss spores. Hey guys, I think these are dust moss spores. It might be handy to have a bit if you guys have any extra containers or pockets. They can mask smell if we're ever being, like, if we're ever tracking anything or don't want to be detected.
Yeah.
Or, you know, if you go to the bathroom and want to clear the air a bit, you can.
Yeah, I'd be down for collecting some spores too. If we have some spores, we could grow them back at the ship as well.
Mm-hmm.
You're also muted, Flash.
The entire lower level of our ship is going to be nothing but spores, molds, and funguses and an Egon.
Yeah, that's
Be
accurate.
fantastic.
Yeah, like, what do you have on your character sheet to contain these spores, Nerissa?
Please hold while I look.
Yes, review your character sheet.
What's in my burglar's pack? What's a piton? A piton?
It's one of those,
Python?
like, spikes that you use to, nail down tents.
I have 2 flasks of oil or a water skin. Would either of those? I mean, I would have to dump out the oil, which sounds not like the smartest idea, but does the water skin have water in it currently?
I mean, that's up to you. I don't think you've used your water skin at all, so I don't see why it wouldn't be empty, but also you have a tank full of water, so I'll say it's up to you there.
It's probably, I would say it's empty. Yeah, I think that's gonna be my best bet.
I'll say that
The
will
empty water skin.
that will contain 4 units of dust moss spores, so you can use it 4 times.
Okay.
And I've added the dust moss spores to your character sheet.
And I've just increased it to 4. Nope, I increased it to 44. Oh no.
That's too many.
Okay.
That's too many.
I've increased it to 4. It's okay. I've reeled it in.
I think I have 2 containers that I might be able to use. They're magical items that only produce things if I want to cast it, but they'll just be unusable to me until we get somewhere that I could put them somewhere else. I have my herb pot and Keyword's handy spice pouch. Both of them are empty unless I cast something with it. Would you let me use those to fill it up?
That's a really interesting use of Heward's handy spice pouch, and I would absolutely allow that. Like, disabling it, the use of it by using it as an actual container is wild.
Using it as a spice pouch.
That's insane.
That's great. I love it.
Hold on. Let me drag it over from Nerissa, because yeah, there'll be another like 4 units. That's brilliant. That's great.
Awesome.
Take 5 points on your points card.
Oh, sweet. Thank you.
I wouldn't have thought of that. Flash, you okay there, buddy?
Oh yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. That's it. That's all that's in the room. Just some mushrooms. Once you're done harvesting, you can give the all clear to Obmi and the gang, who will start moving through behind you. And when you're ready to move on, I need somebody to give me a 2d6 roll.
Hell yeah.
Okay, that's a... I need to mark that off. Okay, so you rolled a 6 and a 1. Roll 1d6 for me. That is a 2. Oh, okay, yeah. Actually have a little thing for this. No, not that one.
We won.
You won. You win the game. You did it.
We won D&D tonight. Yeah.
I'm so proud of you. You have no idea. Oh, excuse me. Okay, where is it? In a you move into a room and see that there is like a collapsed alcove, partially buried under centuries of dust and loose stone and rock. But you spot what appears to be like a shriveled corpse, slumped against the wall. Looks larger in size and appears to only have one eye, like one eye socket. And like it's like you don't recognize the skeleton. Like it seems almost unnatural. Clutched in its oversized fist is a blade that appears to be crafted from curved bone. Its handle made of a strange material. The horn still bears faint traces of its original luster, and the edge gleams unnaturally sharp despite the rot around it. I can show you what that weapon looks like. Hold on. Merkana Underground.
And I'm sorry, where did you say this knife was?
Clutched in the dead guy's hand.
In his hand, and he only had one eye.
It probably killed him.
Was there an eye on the knife? Just like.
Wow.
And how old does the corpse look?
It looks not insanely old, but old enough that like
It's not fresh.
no, it's not fresh. It is shriveled, like almost like dried out. Like the skin that is clinging to the bone looks like beef jerky.
So it's not a mummy yet, but it's on its way.
As I pull some beef jerky out of my pack and munch on it a little bit.
Nerissa's just like, Brunk.
What? I was hungry.
I mean,
We've been
I'm
traveling.
gonna like
for a
reach
very long
over and like break a
time.
little piece of beef jerky off and like take a little nibble.
Off the dead guy?
No, off of your beef
Oh.
jerky. I'm stealing a piece of your beef jerky.
You're lucky I don't have a fork in my hand. I might have stabbed you with it.
Off
Sorry,
the dead
Brown.
guy. Off the
You
dead
could
guy
just
is a
ask.
wild response. Off the dead guy?
You ripped some jerky off the dead guy? Nerissa, I knew you were
That's
into
just
some stuff, but
how
wow.
audacious the idea of Nerissa stealing food from Brunk is.
The last campaign I had to deal with a, ooze person who I think she was eating everything weirdly. She ate a lot of stuff.
Oh my goodness. No. Thank you, Brunk. Sorry. Um, is there a sign of like what the cause of death was? Like you said, he's missing an eye, but like, did that look like it was
no.
taken?
The skull, the skeleton only has one eye socket. Like, of
only
course
one
the eye is
socket.
gone. This dude's been dead for fucking ever. Like,
yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
But it's a Cyclops.
Oh.
He's a one-eyed man.
Okay, I understand now. Sorry. I've spent a long day in the sun, okay?
That's okay.
That's way cooler than I was picturing it now. That's dope. I want to draw a Cyclops skull. Okay. Is there any kind of indication as to what his cause of death was then by looking around the room?
I don't know, Nancy Drew. Why don't you give me a check about it?
Would that be investigation or perception?
Investigation here. Or medicine. Since you're trying to determine a cause of death. That is a nat fucking 20.
Oh shit.
Is that what that sound effect was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
On
Cool.
a 31.
What?
Investigation, you can
31?
see. Yeah, because when you roll a 20, you get a +5 in my games. And if you roll a 1, you get a -5. Because you get your pluses for whatever your skill is. So there's like still like chances of passes and failures.
Cool.
That's right. My 1s and 20s are spicy.
Hell yeah.
This person, it could have been spell work. It could have been just like, you're not even 31. Probably a spell that somebody used to drain all of the moisture out of this person's body. The reason why he looks this way is because he was literally dried out from the inside.
Oh, that spell.
Poking beneath the leather like skin of like especially in like the area where organs would be, there's none. There's nothing inside. It's all just dried out and turned to dust by now.
And this is why I always say it's important to stay hydrated. Okay.
But it definitely wasn't the knife, as far as you can tell, that killed him. It was like somebody did something to this poor unfortunate soul.
And I don't think this knife could have protected him either. Oh my goodness. As somebody who lives in water, this is especially disturbing to me.
Yeah.
Just so you're aware. So I don't know who did this to this guy, but it was pretty diabolical. Is there... I don't know. Do you guys know of anything that could have done something like this?
Done something like what?
This guy was like dried out to death. Somebody like dehydrated him like magically until he was Like,
How do you think we make this stuff? We put the meat in the thing and it dries it out.
yeah, but like this was like a magic spell. Like it was like it must have been like a really powerful wizard or
I mean,
spellcaster of some
I'm a pretty
sort.
powerful kitchen wizard. I can make jerky.
Do you ever make human jerky? You make guy jerky?
No comment.
Oh dear. I'm thinking back now to the jerky I just stole from you and like getting nauseous.
That'll teach you to take food out of my hand without asking whether or not it's okay or not, won't it?
Yep.
Rosalia's
No,
like,
I've
you
never
just
made
got
you the
told.
jerky.
I'm
Next time
sorry.
you'll know better.
You're right. I'm sorry. One
You
of
just
like
use
the
your words and you
crab's
said, please.
claws like kicks a rock like shamefully.
Rosalia's
So you're
like,
saying
people
something dried this guy out, and it was magic.
Yeah. And not
I think
kitchen
we should
magic,
just-
like
I think we should just leave him here and let him think about what he did. He's a cyclops, so he's like huge. Like this is a big, like a giant size skeleton.
No, it's a large, like between medium and large. So if it was a cyclops, it'd be a smaller cyclops. But it's not. You don't think it's a cyclops. It's just cyclopean. Like it just has one eye socket.
Like one-eyed Willie, one eye socket. Like one side is
in the
closed
center.
over, and the other side is open.
In the center.
No.
Like a
Right in the fucking middle.
yeah, a centered eye socket. But closer to your size than like a cyclops that you would know from legend.
I knew a guy named Ryan who had one eye. We called him Cyclops. It was a nickname. Technically, he had two eyes. He just had one good eye.
that feels like bullying.
It kind of was. It was college. It was
Okay.
absolutely college. He played
That's
D&D with
fair.
me. We hung out for years. Yeah. Have you ever seen the Disney Three Musketeers movie
Yes.
where who is the damn guy with the one eye that he's like the anti-musketeer dude working for the Cardinal, and he walks in the room, and I think it's Porthos that looks at him and says, "Hello again, Cyclops." One of my friends did that to this guy. It's story time with the old man here at the table, with one of the old men here at the table. It's story time. My one of my other D&D friends from the college years.
Mhm.
He walked in the door on Sunday night. We played on Sunday nights. He walked in the door of my apartment, and we're sitting around waiting for everybody to show up. And he walks through the door, and Brian, without missing a beat, looks at him and goes, "Hello again, Cyclops." And we all like stopped. And we looked at Ryan and looked at Brian. I looked back and forth between the two of them, and I went, "What's going to happen here?" Ryan busted up laughing. And we had people later tell us the same thing. That seems mean. That seems like bullying.
Yeah.
And Ryan said, "This is why I love you guys, because you don't have two shits to give. You guys just treat me like anything else, and it wasn't mean. It was just funny, haha,
Yeah,
and everybody's in on the joke."
Fun
That's
amongst
good.
friends. It's fun ribbing.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That's
his
fun.
name was Cyclops for years. We just called him Cyclops. That became his nickname, Cyclops.
Honestly, I would lean into it too if I had it.
He was a big dude. He was a big dude, like he was like 6.5 foot tall, 400 pounds. Big dude. You know, like, I mean, he could have grabbed a hold of me and probably chucked me, and I was close to his size. You know, if he'd have had the nerve to, if he'd have had the want to, but dude was fine. Now, what was funny is the guy that was like 180 pounds, the smallest guy of our group, we used to go all out and play paintball together. And at one point in time, the 180-pound dude dragged the 400-pound dude up out of a ditch, like grabbed him by his vest and yanked his ass up out of a ditch. And
Oh my goodness.
let's go. And it's like
That's funny.
wild. Anyway, sorry, story time. So yes, I once had a friend. His nickname is Cyclops. His nickname is probably still Cyclops, but we don't hang out anymore. We chit chat every once in a while, but that's about it.
That's fair. Well, I hope he's doing good.
He's got a wife and a kid now, and he actually had surgery to fix the whole eye thing. It was a result of a vehicle accident he was in as a kid, as a child, and so he, because he had cranial damage on that one side at the eye socket, and it kind of left his face slightly lopsided on the one side, and the damage, this was probably happened back in like the late 80s, and so it didn't get surgically repaired the way it probably could now if something like that happened to somebody today.
Yeah.
So, he did finally have a surgery to kind of sort of correct it a little bit as an adult.
Oh,
but
that's good.
He's
awesome.
Anyway, sorry.
No, don't be sorry.
Back to the story.
Sometimes you just gotta reminisce. There is a Cyclops or a Cyclopean creature or thing, dead creature with a gnarly looking knife gripped in his hand.
Like he's really gripping it.
Yeah, hand grips tight around the handle.
Does his body look any more is it even all over his body? This jerkiness?
Yeah.
There's no obvious it starts at one spot and emanated and this branched out from there type of thing, right?
This whole thing's body is if it branched out from anywhere, it was from within it.
Okay. Do one of you want to touch the knife? Because I don't need the knife.
The look on JC's face.
He's like.
I'm tempted about the knife, but
do I want to touch the knife?
Like the cat that swallowed the canary.
Might be cursed. Is it like a dagger?
It
looks like a dagger.
It's a dagger, and the blade looks like it's made from a horn.
Daggers are fun for rogues and whizzies.
What else is in the room? Is there any other signs of danger that could be happening still?
Did he trip a trap?
Aside from maybe
search for traps. Search for traps, rogue.
Because the room looks like it had a recent collapse, maybe the ground or ceiling around it might not be the most stable, but otherwise that's really the only thing that you don't see any other obvious threats. You don't see, I'll even give you with your passive, you don't find any traps or anything like that. It's still just an empty cavernous space, but it looks like
I know markings or
so there's
anything.
Rubble on the ground.
Yeah, it looks like a section of the ceiling actually collapsed and caved in.
So is he trapped under some of this rubble?
No, he's kind of it's like maybe there was an entrance like a different exit from this room, but that is gone. Now it's just the way you came in and a different path that goes off to the side, and then this little alcove where there's collapsed dirt and rock. And just in the alcove before all of that collapsed stuff is this corpse.
We'll take some of the rubble and start stacking it around him like a cairn.
Well,
it's you guys have got until I finish to decide what you want to do about that knife.
Well, I'm gonna take his head. I want to keep his head.
You want his head?
I want his head.
God,
I want it as a souvenir. You don't see stuff like this every day.
Hold on. Now you got me making me fucking Google this shit.
Ellie is dying in the other room.
Skull joke. Yep. Here, let me grab this real quick. Throw this in the chat.
I'm tempted about the knife, but you don't see something like this every day. I really just want his head.
It's actually wild. It's crazy.
There we go. In our group chat.
Yeah, well, I'm just gonna use my dagger and I'm gonna go for the head.
Yeah, it doesn't need a lot to come off. Like it's aged. There's nothing keeping it attached to the rest of the body. I don't think you need a knife.
Awesome. And I'm
I
just
need a
gonna
human
shove it into
skull,
my
and I can't
bag
have you
hole.
asking any questions why. Only if you also don't ask why. What? Okay, sure. Pulls out 7 pristine human skulls from the bag. Take your pick.
This one is
This
fine.
one's fine.
I've added the skull
you
to your
get?
character sheet, you weird, freaky dude.
That's what you get for asking.
Awesome. Awesome.
Brunk is burying this.
You're taking the skull, you're leaving the knife. Is that what we're doing?
I'll take the knife. I'll take the knife
Oh,
too.
Okay.
I can't remember if it requires attunement or not.
Oh, this is fun.
It does require attunement.
Oh.
I have added it to your character sheet.
Uh-oh.
Awesome.
And Jesus doesn't start to try killing everyone. It's something.
That's good.
He doesn't try.
Yeah.
Okay.
He doesn't. It doesn't seem to like. He doesn't get that crazy eye. I mean, he's already got crazy eye, but he doesn't get that like extra crazy eye. You know.
I didn't grow wings this time. I didn't start hearing voices. Things are good.
Okay.
Do you take the time and attune to the dagger, or it's like 10 minutes?
Yeah, I will.
Okay.
Yeah, I will. I'll attune to it.
So this is the Hinox Horn Dagger. Crafted from the blackened spiraled horn of a slain Hinox, this dagger is surprisingly light, yet unnervingly durable. Its jagged edge gleams with a faint, earthy aura when near massive foes. You gain a +1 bonus attack and damage rolls with this magic weapon. When you hit a creature that is large size or larger, the dagger deals an additional 1d6 piercing damage. The bonus does not apply to huge or gargantuan objects unless they are sentient or animated. And if you score a critical hit against a large size or larger creature, it must succeed on a DC 13 con save or be slowed until the end of its next turn.
It's pretty sweet. Pretty badass.
Huh? That's it. That's all.
When the rest of the people come in, please don't tell them I took the guy's head.
We're gonna tell him.
Please don't tell them how I live.
We're gonna tell him.
Want me to finish burying the corpse before you tell them it's all clear? That's totally up to you while I'm finishing doing that.
Honestly, yeah, we should probably be as respectful to the corpse as we can at this point. From here on out. But like, honestly, you're not the only person in our circle that carries a weird skull, so like it's fine.
She's such a bad
think.
influence.
Me or Jenny?
Jenny. She's such a bad influence.
She is.
La 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 la. Horrible influence.
Yeah.
She was looking at my wings funny.
Oh. That's not good. Do I have to have a talk with her about that?
She says back, I can handle it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And when you're ready to move on, somebody give me a 2d6 roll. Let's see where you go next.
I'll take this one.
Okay. People Jerky is going to be my next band name.
It's a good band name.
God. Oh, dear Lord. People Jerky.
People Jerky. It's pretty fucking metal.
Speaking of metal, College of Metal bard, man. Like a barbarian. College of Metal bard.
Ooh, a barbarian?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
With that College of Metal class. Yeah.
That'd be sick.
Just the question is do you go with the death metal one? Or do you go with the shred metal one? The speed metal. Lightning and thunder and shit.
Fucking shred metal.
I mean, that's my preference, but I so badly want to make a Thor type character, you know, complete with like the whole Infinity War imagery after he's been through Ragnarok and he gets the axe. Yeah.
Okay. Somebody give me a
I'm gonna watch that
D6
scene
roll.
right now. Oh, great.
That's a 6.
Those never go well with the high roll.
You come across what appears to be some kind of nest among like a bed of like stones, and what you see inside is it looks like a dragon without wings, like a dragon wormling without wings. And it's got, instead of horns, like instead of like a bone horn, its horns are made of stone. Like they're clearly made of some kind of rock. Like, and it's got like one on like protruding from its nose as well. And you watch as it kind of like dives into the ground and does like a little burrow and kind of like tunnels around and comes back out, but like almost like you'd see like a dolphin jumping in water. Like it doesn't pay you guys any mind as you're starting to move by. And this little like rock drake hatchling like just kind of appears to be just kind of doing its own thing.
That's pretty cute.
Okay. He just disappears into the ground and
pops out somewhere else. Looks like he's just kind of like it's playing.
So we just can kind of move through the cavern.
Yeah, you can move right on if you want. It's not bothering anyone. As you move by, it may like kind of like glimpse over like curiously, but it doesn't approach.
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?
Fucking Pest comes up from behind you and looks up and like starts wagging his tail and kind of like tongue out.
Okay, you're a good boy too. That was weird.
The rock drake hatchling sees Pest and kind of like runs away, a little scared, but Pest follows behind and starts like not roughhousing, but like kind of like just like how two puppies would play, like starts playing with this thing in its little rock nest.
That's cute.
Like close enough to the nest as you're like walking by, you do see that there are little prints for clearly from the hatchling, and you see that there are also much larger prints.
Yeah, we're gonna get out of here.
Is there any sign that the mom or a parent or whoever these larger prints are from is nearby?
Not as far as you can tell right now.
That's good.
Maybe we should try sneaking by. Stealth might be our friend
Well, I mean,
here.
the little one's already seen us.
I meant stealth by just in case the mother comes home. Hopefully the mother doesn't see us.
Yeah, Rosalia's like trying to rein Pest in, like, get over here. So you give the all clear to the caravan, just move on?
I feel like as long as we like don't see the mom nearby and like I just want to make sure that there's not a sign, like a chance, like a sign of her like just off in like a corner of the room or something. Like she's not.
Give me a perception check. You don't see anything, any evidence that it's not a larger creature is nearby. It's not. There's nothing else in the room. It's just this little hatchling in its nest.
Oh, okay.
So its mama might be out hunting, or like foraging.
Okay. Yeah. I think as long as we're careful, we should be okay. I don't see the mom anywhere.
When you're ready.
Alright, I guess.
Yeah, go ahead and give me some hex rolls. Some hex rollios.
Was it 2d6 you said?
2d6. That's a 2 and a 1. Roll a d6. You find a room with more dust moss spores, or dust moss mushrooms.
Are they the exact same kind as before?
Yep, it's just another room full of them.
It's a different room though, right? We're not just walking in circles.
Yeah, no. It's like like the room itself. The layout looks a little bit different. Like it's a cave, so a cave does look generally similar, but like you see like the walls look a little bit different from like where the mushrooms are coming out of. One is like coming out of like a corner.
Okay. Okay. I'm assuming I don't have any extra room in my water skin to stuff a few extras.
No.
We can just carry on then.
Yeah, give me some more rolls. There's a 4 and a 1. Give me a d6 roll, Jesus. The room that you approach gets cold. Like, the temperature dips to a point where you're all kind of like shivering. And as you start to move in, you hear like a low hum. Like it's like a hum, like a chanting from a choir. Looking a little closer, you can see that it looks like it is a group of like moving spirits that are all giving the same kind of like low, like humming this low tune. And I need everybody to roll a wisdom saving throw for me.
If they're within 10 feet, add 5.
That's wonderful. Yeah, you the humming is infectious. Like, you want to, you almost feel compelled to, but manage to hold yourselves back even as you move on. You signal the caravan to come along with you as you pass by this ghostly choir, and manage to kind of move on without like getting this earworm stuck in your ear. It is a somber scene of these spirits just kind of like moving in unison and humming in unison. The song that they're humming is very sad, and provokes like a sad emotion. Like, if you're a more emotional person, you may even shed a couple tears. There's just something about the scene that feels like grim, but also like it drives it, like that emotion. There's something about that emotion that like it feels very personal. And yeah, that's all you encounter in this room is just this ghostly choir.
Does the party that we're traveling with also need to do a wisdom saving throw for us to move on?
I'll say you guys made it as good enough.
Okay.
Because they're not directly traveling with you, even if they failed, there wouldn't be the same problems you'd run into, because you're like kind of like scouting ahead and dealing with all of the other things coming.
That's fair.
But no, to keep it simple and not drag it on too much, I think you three rolling successfully is fine. Brunk is giving that extra bonus to wisdom as well, so the likelihood of the others rolling low is pretty low.
Okay, that's perfect.
Rosalia is actually shedding a couple tears as you guys are moving on.
Is everything okay?
Yeah, just, the song that they're singing reminds me of home in a strange way.
Oh.
And just based on everything that's happened in the last little while and seeing my father for the first time in many, many years. It's just it's a lot right now.
Nerissa's gonna like put her arm on Rosalia's shoulder and be like, "I'm sure it is, but it's gonna be okay."
Lyric will like land on her shoulder and like kind of like hug her neck as well. Pest gives a little bit of a whimper at her feet.
Jesus is gonna put my hands on her shoulder and just.
She seems a little sad, but like also seen. Like she kind of like reaches out for her hand and like just kind of like pulls you into that group hug and like looks over at Brunk and is like, huh?
And I like wrap all of them up. Just it'll be okay.
It's like, I know.
Promise.
I've got my new family. We take care of each other. Thank you, everyone. And with that, yeah, give me more hex rolls. How about you, Brunk? Give me 2d6. Three. That is a 1 and a 2. So 1 and a 2. Give me a d6 roll.
You said D6?
Yep. Oh shit! That's a good one!
I don't believe you.
You don't believe me what?
I'm nervous. Anytime you get excited, that makes me nervous.
That's good. That means the fear seed is starting to grow.
Yeah.
In this case, it's more of a curious and interesting scene as you see what appears to be a halfling in a adventurer's outfit with a little witch hat on, poking around in the dirt with a wand. It's like, where is it? Where is it? She's Glorbo, where the hell are you, man?
Glorbo.
Who's Glorbo?
Turns around like,
Glorbo
hi.
is Hello.
Who are you?
Brunk.
Brunk.
I'm Nerissa.
Nerissa. Nice robot.
Jesus.
Jesus. Hello. I'm Patchwitch, part of the cleaning crew.
Oh, a fellow cleaner. Nice to meet you.
You're part of the cleaning crew. Wait, you're the expedition team.
I lean over to Nerissa. I was like, are we the expedition team?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
You just got back from from Ethereos, right?
Yes, on a ship
Oh,
that
that's
I learned how to sail.
Yeah.
I'm down here, Captain, now.
Oh, well, congratulations. I am, my name is Nera, but people call me Patchwitch. I am
Is that because the patches on your vest, your cloak thing there?
I think so.
Oh, it's a very nice cloak. I
Hmm.
used to have a quilt like that when I was a little boy.
Oh, interesting.
Anyway.
I'm a trap witch.
Crap.
A trap witch, yeah.
Don't know what that is.
She like points with her wand, and you watch as it like opens up at the end and shoots out like a spring-loaded dart that like hits the wall behind you.
Cool.
It's like I can cast traps.
That's really
Oh,
awesome.
So
that's really cool.
it's actually why I'm part of the cleaning crew. There's no like guild for trap witches. So
Are you the only one?
I've never met anyone like me before. Doesn't matter what wand I pick up, does the same thing. She like points it again, and like a little burst of lightning just like arcs from her wand.
That's really cool.
You wouldn't happen to have seen like a silver slime with a big bushy mustache, did you?
I don't think so.
Dude, have you seen a slime with a big silvery mustache? Yeah, my dude is my slime.
The slime pops out and just kind of like jiggles no.
Sorry. But we haven't been down here very long.
Okay.
What are you doing? What are you just are you here because you lost your slime?
Well, no, we came down here to try and secure a path. We're trying to find an exit so that we can like make a we can like figure out like a sure path to be able to get people out of Merkana.
Oh,
I mean, but
we're trying to find a way into Merkana, aren't we?
Can we tell her the way we came?
Sure.
That has brought us to her.
She'll like pull out some paper and like start like jotting down notes. She's like, that's really helpful. That'll make it a lot easier. In the process though.
Now this one, there's a big warning on this one. Rock Drake. On this one, on that one, on the second chamber, it says Rock Drake. In the third chamber, the first one we came in, there's a cairn and there's a skeleton under it.
Okay.
But he's dead.
Okay. But no like monsters or anything in that path so far? Except the rock.
Not
Drake.
that we've... Yeah, and like the mom wasn't there when we went by, but she could be back.
Okay. I got separated from my slime, Glorbo. He's retired now, but he still comes with me in especially in situations like this. It's kind of dire. We need to get people out as soon as possible, so he was willing to come down with me, but we got separated, and I haven't seen him.
What does he look like?
He's a big silver slime. I mean, we've had a lot of adventures now. He's gotten pretty big after eating a lot of stuff. And he's silver, and he's got a big bushy mustache.
Okay.
If we see him, we will. Well, I don't know what we'll do.
We'll let him know which way we sent you.
Where did you come in? Where did you come from?
There's a mansion on outside of the city. The Silver Mansion. And I think it was renovated. Is that the right word? renovated.
I think so.
I used a big word.
You
By
did. Good
another
job.
cleaning crew team.
Oh, I think I
The
remember.
Rockcroft guys.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that. Yeah.
Yeah. So they. So we came in through their. We came into these tunnels through the basement. So there might be it might be a way for you to get out through there, and it'll be friendly territory.
Okay, I'm gonna head that way, based on your the notes that I've made here. If you see Glorbo, can you send him that way as well? Let him know that that's where I'm going.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what we'll do.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Of course.
She's like, you know what? She pulls out a little coin and flips it at you, Brunk. And it's got like a little like a trap symbol on both sides. If you're in a bind and you need an extra hand, flip the coin and it'll summon me.
Oh. Okay.
It'll only work. It'll only work one time, so don't waste it. But if you need an extra hand, from one cleaning crew member to another, I'm always happy to help.
Okay. Oh. Am I the only one that can use it?
No, anyone can use it. I'm just. She kind of like looks
Okay.
up at you. She's like, I just like you, big guy.
This is a lot of responsibility, Nerissa. Would you want to hold on to this just in case?
I can keep it safe for you, Brunk. But
Cool.
don't worry, when the time is right, I'll give it to him.
Give it a flip.
No, I'm like looking at Patridge and be like, don't worry, I'll give it to the hunky one. And then I'm gonna just like tuck it in like a little safekeeping pocket in one of my bags.
Well, I'm on my way. It's like, oh, look, a trap. She sees like a little trap that's like buried in the ground that you guys like just narrowly missed, and like points her wand at it and sucks it up into the wand. It's like, all right, on the move.
That's awesome.
That's actually kind of cool.
One time use. There we go. There we go. That's added to your character sheet, Nerissa. A trap witch coin.
Awesome.
Commodities, currency. Okay, and Nerissa, give me a 2d6 roll for your next hex roll. You ran into the trap, which she would have like kind of like sent you. She would have like directed you towards a better path. Give me a second 2d6 roll. That one's a 3 and a 4. 4 and 3 is that. 2 and 6 is that. So you're gonna go on the better path of those two. Give me a d6 roll, please. moving into like the next kind of like small cavern, come across what appears to be like a giant makeshift horn or helmet that has like a spot for horns to go through it. When I say giant, I mean like a helmet that looks like it's made for a giant and appears to be like carved out of some kind of strange material.
Okay.
Your turn.
What? You said it's carved out of a strange material?
Yeah, and it's like the size of like it looks like it could be worn by a giant.
Giant helmet. Did you specify what kind of helmet? Is it like a battle helmet, like a bicycle helmet?
It is like
What kind of helmet?
it's a battle helmet. A bicycle helmet?
Does she need a helmet for her robot?
As I was asking, I was like, what other kinds of helmet would it be?
Oh, I don't know if she'd be able to wear like it's a helmet meant like the size of a like a giant's head. Like it almost looks like a small. For you guys, like you could probably like go walk inside of it, basically.
Is it adorned with anything?
On the outside, it looks like it's a bit scraped up, but you don't see anything. At least not on the outside.
What about on the inside?
If you go inside, what you see on the interior...
Oh, like it's big enough to walk into.
Yes, it looks like it's the helmet meant for a giant.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's fair, yeah. That's cool. So yeah, let's go inside.
Yeah, it's like the size of a small hut. You
Sick.
you walk inside and look up, and the inside almost looks like you're looking at the sky, like at nighttime. Like it looks like stars, but they're stars that are connected with like these beautiful blue glowing lines, and like appear to see like the carvings inside like look like celestial patterns.
That's sick. Are they like? Go ahead.
I was gonna ask, can I do an investigation check on the patterns to see if I recognize or if they mean anything?
Roll an investigation.
Oh.
No. In fact, staring at these things too long and trying to think about it, you watch as like Jesus like gets a nosebleed. Flash, you're muted.
You got a little drippage going on there.
Oh, I just wipe it on my sleeve. I don't have anything on me to deal with this.
Rosalia walks over and like casts like a heal spell on your nostril.
Thank you.
She's like, yeah, don't mention it.
Let's stare at the stars too long, guys. Apparently it's not good for...
Can I do an investigation check and argue that I should maybe get advantage because being a being of the sea, often the stars and celestial bodies are used for navigation, so I feel like that's something I would have some prior knowledge about.
Yeah, I'll give you advantage on it. It's a good reasoning. It's a good roll, too. These aren't celestial patterns that you recognize. And the metal, getting closer and observing, is a metal that you don't feel like you've seen before. Like it almost like shimmers like a deep dark blue, like a purplish blue. But only when you're like close up to it, like it's almost like the reflection does. And the carvings, which even come like down to like the sides of the helmet, like the carvings are deep, and like you're not sure what material is making the scratches glow. And moreover, like the helmet, like how it's a helmet shape, it looks like it was like bent and like warped into a helmet shape.
Does it look like it's like of this earth? Like if it's like not something I've ever seen before, is it like otherworldly? Because if they're not stars that like we see on this planet.
I don't think you would know about that.
Okay. But I would know that it's not some like stars that we see from...
It's not stars that you recognize, or any kind of celestial patterns that you recognize.
I don't know what this is, but it's not stars I've ever seen before, guys. And I thought I had seen all the stars. I'm just very perplexed.
How could you have seen all the stars? You're not a regular human guy.
I've seen all the stars that you can see from the oceans, I thought, at least.
Yeah, that's there's not really much else that you glean, even with your high roll.
Okay.
Say like it's definitely nothing that you've ever seen before. Maybe not from this plane, but like I don't know if you'd know if it's from space or not.
Okay.
It could just be from like another plane of existence entirely.
That's valid.
Strange metal forged in the nine hells. Or,
yeah.
Or a pocket dimension.
Yeah, I don't even know what kind of metal this is, you guys. Are there any signs of like danger in this room?
No.
All right. Any jewels in the helmet that we can like with the pocket knife?
No, like the all of the adornments on the inside are like carvings, like carved directly into the metal.
Okay. All right. I'm satisfied with carrying on.
I think it's you next, JC. Give me a 2d6. Two and a 2. And roll a d6. You hear what appears to be like wood wheels moving against the ground ahead of you, and moving close enough, you see a one-eyed kobold hauling a cart of what appears to be various supplies. He appears to be chewing on something, and as you approach, he gets closer and he's like, "Oh, hark!
Hello.
Can I interest you in some torches or some healing potions or maybe even some monster repellent?" Certified by real monsters.
I'm good. Guys, do you need any supplies?
Oh, come on, I'll give you a good deal.
No, I'm good. Brunk, do you need any of this?
Torches? No.
Got some,
No.
got some healing potions. You watch as he starts like kind of like digging through and like finds, like pulls out what appears to be a potion bottle that's like cracked and dripping.
I think that potion might leak before I need it.
Well, you should drink it now then. 15 gold pieces. What do you say?
15 gold pieces.
Yeah, it's a great deal.
Hmm.
Come on, would Dranrick ever steer you wrong?
Well, I don't know. Because I don't know Dranrick.
It's like, what about the monster repellent? He like sprays it on you and like sprays it in your face. It smells like straight ass. Like, it doesn't smell good.
It doesn't smell like the spores.
No, it smells like doo-doo. It smells like doo-doo water.
Stop. Ugh.
Like,
Taste that foul. Ugh.
It's sure to repel
Stench
monsters.
away.
Sure to repel monsters.
It's gonna repel. I think it's repelling your customers.
That's rude.
Ugh. Gross. Absolutely gross.
Pay me now.
Disgusting.
5 gold.
Why would you even sell that?
No,
That's nasty.
I sprayed you with monster repellent. You give me 5 gold.
So I did not ask you to spray me.
Yeah,
with
it's
gold.
like it's in your mouth. Like you inhaled. He's like, you give me 5 gold. Otherwise, you give it back.
You want me to give it back?
Yes, give it
Please wipe it off and take it back. Please. Can you make it go away?
Give me 5 gold.
Can you make it go away?
If you want me to make it go away, 10 gold.
No. I don't believe you can make it go away.
Of course, Drowner can make it go away. Pulls out like a different spray can, and it's like,
I'm gonna be tasting this for a week.
Monster repellent. Sprays the other can in your face, and it also smells, but it smells like pine.
Ugh.
Like it's just.
It smells like pine.
Yeah, it's like it's Pine Sol, like a Pine Sol spray, but he just like put his own makeshift label on it.
Now I've got the second nasty smell and taste in my mouth. Yeah.
You smell like doo-doo water and pine.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, there, I removed it. 10 gold.
Will you take a check?
No. Cash or gold pieces?
As I pull out my warhammer, it's like, will you take a check? A stamp?
A check or money order would be fine. Please don't kill me, sir.
I don't recommend that you ever present that substance to anyone ever again.
Will you pay me not to? 15 gold. Like hand outstretched, just like waiting for you to put something in his hand.
I'll give you 10 gold for the stench spray.
For the monster repellent?
For the monster repellent. Yeah, I'll give you 10 gold for that.
10 gold. You give me 10 gold.
I'll give it to you. Here. Same time.
It's like holding out the can. Snatches the gold from your hand and gives you the can. It's like, there, monster repellent.
Can I, like, dispose of this easily somewhere? Like, right now?
you see, like, yeah, like a chasm that you can, like, drop it into.
Just throw it.
He's, like, biting each of the gold pieces individually to make sure that they're real.
Ugh. Ugh. Ever sell that to anyone ever again.
Fancy doing business with you.
Yeah. Ugh.
He's like, would you
You
also like the pine spray? Or,
No.
I mean, the monster repellent.
No.
I'll give you discount. 4 gold. It's like, you can use it for this too, and he kind of like pulls out a match, lights it, and sprays the fucking sprayer to do like a little flamethrower. It's like, see, very useful. In fact, so useful, I'm raising the price again. 8 gold.
I'll give you 10 gold if you could tell us the direction to Merkana from here.
I don't know, Merkana. I live in these caverns. I killed a man
Do you
for
know
this
how to-
wagon.
Okay, then.
I mean, I know the way. 25 gold.
No. No, I'm good.
Dang. How about I guide you through the cavern for 15 gold?
No. Don't. No. Brunk, you agree. That's a bad call.
A very bad call.
Yeah, no. We're good.
Fucking Rosalia's like, Pest, get him. And Pest starts chasing him as he like picks up the cart and starts like fucking running away fucking real fast down another like corridor. And with that, why don't we take... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, he did admit to killing someone and stealing the cart, so we should have just stolen the cart from him. But whatevs.
He just walked away with 10 gold. Yeah, with that, why don't we take like a quick 5-ish minute break? Refill your drinks and stuff like that, and then we'll do a couple more rolls. What's up, Brunk? You okay?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
My brother sent me he sent me a video of a box turtle crawling along the street, but there's water like running the other direction in the street.
Okay.
And he's like against the current, and you see his little ass just plodding along, and then every once in a while he brings the head up out of the water and then sticks it back down, and it's like he caught between, got him, damn, that's an inspiring, and I want to go save his ass right now and pull him out of that water.
Oh my god.
Pull him out right now.
Plat's in the chat. Plat, what is up, my guy? Like, it's a big silver slime. It's just a platinum Sukamon. The helmet is a diving helmet, actually, instead of a bicycle helmet. You sprayed me with monster repellent. I'm leaving. Spit the repellent back at him. There's a label underneath his own label because he's just reselling goods he found / stole. I think the party should kill him anyways. Put them all in his hand violently. The party got swindled. The party did get swindled. They just paid 10 gold for fucking Brunk to get sprayed with doo-doo water. But yeah, quick break, like 5-ish minute break. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Oh, no. There we go. Okay. I need hex rolls. I need 2d6 from somebody, please. Ooh, 5 and a 5. There's only one place you can go, and then you've completed a whole row. Some quick hexploration. How many have you done? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is 8, so this is the 9th one?
If we complete a whole row, do we get dungeon bingo?
No. No.
Fuck.
Dungeon
Is there like a
Dungeon bingo.
is there like a
Say dungeon bingo is the friends you made along the way.
So there's not just gonna be like a room in the middle of the dungeon that's called a free space that's just full of loot.
Roll a d6 and we'll find out.
Dungeon bingo!
Okay. Is it this one? This one. Tis this one. You come upon what appears to be might have been like a makeshift forge built into the rock of this room. It looks like there was like a channel where like some kind of like molten stone could flow through at some point, but there's no heat coming from this thing at all. And you find on a single platform of what looks like obsidian, there is a glowing blue double-sided axe that is just embedded into the rock. Looks like the glow is coming from runes that are carved into the axe.
Would any of us recognize what the runes say? Or what they are?
Does anybody know Dwarven?
Abby does.
Oh yeah, if you bring Obmi and he's like, it is... I don't know how to say this word in common, I guess the closest thing would be, ancestry? Like, like an axe for fallen family, almost like an axe of ancestry, I guess is the best way to describe it.
Would this almost be like a memorial? Is this like a tombstone of sorts? An axe for fallen ancestry embedded in the stone here?
I don't know about a gravestone. Maybe more as a tribute. Maybe the intention was to give it to somebody to pass it on. And he points to like the part of the handle where the axe blades connect, and in the center he like shows like these dwarven runes that are laying on top of each other. He's like, and this word like translates to like great anger, like rage.
Interesting. Maybe it's an axe for some sort of chosen one to avenge their fallen ancestors or something.
Do you get closer to it?
Cautiously.
You get cautiously close, and within a certain proximity, there's almost like a boom within the air. Like you almost feel like a pulse push out and kind of displace the air around you as you hear almost like war cries, like dwarven war cries ring out from it.
Is that something I hear alone?
Everybody hears it.
Okay.
Everybody hears it.
All right, gonna step back. Is there anything else in the room?
Maybe like a couple of like just simple tools.
Is Obmi able to get closer to it?
Oh yeah. Like he walks right up to it, and the same thing, like another pulse like kind of like permeates through the room as he's like, I can hear the cries of dwarven comrades. It's strange.
Somebody you know, or just in general?
Just in general, like the cries, these words that they're speaking are dwarven, and they're like chants of victory, and it sounds like war.
Yeah.
Chants of war.
Seems like this is the kind of weapon that should belong in the hands of a dwarf.
Is he able to touch it?
He does. He touches it. Nothing really happens at first, and then his eyes, you've seen this happen before. His eyes flare like a blue as he raises the axe and like screams out like a kind of a war cry and leaps into the air, doing like a swing with the axe and slamming it down back into the obsidian stone, but before letting it go and backing away, and he's like, that's not my wheelhouse.
Interesting.
It's like, to be clear, that wasn't a bad feeling, just that I've never felt that kind of rage before.
I see. So it's meant for somebody like a dwarf with purpose, perhaps?
I don't think it's meant for a dwarf. I just think it was whatever was put into this axe, whatever love and care was put into this axe, whoever created it quite literally imbued the rage of their ancestors in it. And it felt like picking up the axe like granted me that same like the rage flowed through me. Almost like
it's not
a boundless energy.
But it's not
what
necessarily
kind of
meant
axe is
for the
it?
door.
What do you mean? What kind of axe is it?
Is it regular battle axe or like a great axe? I guess it's kind of
it's like a double-headed great axe. I think. Pretty sure it's a great axe.
One of those that has to have two hands type of, or could be wielded with one hand. I guess is kind of where I'm going. Like with a regular battle axe, you could do it one hand or two hand, like a long sword. But
it is a two-handed weapon. It's like it looked like a great axe. Does anybody else try to lift it?
Brunk would have tried to pick it up.
I almost feel like this would be a Fletcher item. Maybe I'm wrong.
It can
Maybe we could bring it back to him.
I mean, I could certainly try, but I mean, I'm also collecting weapons right now. It feels like, and I don't know if I want to be collecting weapons like that. But I could give it a try just to see what it, like I'll lay hands on it and see what I get out of it. See what I feel whenever I touch it.
You again, when you touch it, the feeling that you get is not a bad feeling, but it is like you feel the rage. You feel like your blood start to pump, and you guys watch as he picks up the axe, and like it's almost like you feel like you get like you feel like your muscles start to like not expand, but like they are like it's almost like you're lifting fucking weights. But the axe itself is not heavy. Like you pick it up and it feels good in your hands.
It's a good strength pump from a workout.
Yeah.
Blood pooling in your muscles and prepping for action.
And given the attunement time, you don't have to attune to the weapon, but to learn what it is, I'll say like you take that 10 minutes to like learn about it. What this is an ancestral axe, an axe created by a very powerful blacksmith that literally imbued the rage of his warring ancestors into it. You gain a +2 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with this magic weapon. If you are not a barbarian, you gain Barbarian's Rage. And once per combat, you can choose one of the totems aligned with the weapon and gain the bonuses based on that totem. And that's bear, eagle, elk, tiger, or wolf.
That's really sick. I don't think you're wrong about that being something Fletcher would vibe with.
Possibly. Is he a barbarian or not? I've never been quite clear about what his class is.
Theoretically, he's a barbarian.
Okay. Theoretically.
He's a barbarian that doesn't really want to be a barbarian.
Okay. Interesting.
At least that's what I've gathered from his character. He seems to not fully want to embrace the rage.
I don't feel
Maybe
like
this
is,
will help him embrace the rage.
Maybe. Could be one of those things where you just like, hey, I found something for you.
Yeah.
We got you a present.
I got you a present.
It's a present. It's a very nice present. I'm sure you will enjoy it immensely.
Again, yeah, there's aside from a dead forge and some other simple tools, the axe was really the piece de resistance.
Okay.
Excellent. If you don't want to carry it, could I like strap it to my tank? Would that be an option? You said you felt like you were carrying too many weapons?
No, I just don't want to feel like I'm collecting every weapon. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's fair.
But
But
it's
if you're
one of those.
collecting it as a gift to give it.
If I'm just holding on to it for now, if I'm just like, carrying it for the moment, then,
Oh, okay.
because, I got the questing blade recently. So,
I misunderstood what you were saying. That makes sense.
Yeah. I've only got two hands, you know what I'm saying? And
I
some
get
weapons require two hands to use. So,
It's true.
I need more hands. I need more arms.
Hey, Artificer, he needs more arms.
I can make you like a little Doc Ock backpack.
There's a wish spell that went awry with my friend Ryan at one point too. He wanted more arms to wield weapons with. I was like, okay. Well, first of all, you just shredded your armor because, well,
now you've got more arms.
Just grew out of your torso.
Uh-oh.
Number two, you're not really proficient with your arms. Like, you're going to have to train with those arms before you can actually use them. Wielding weapons is going to be it's just going to be a little tricky for a while because you're just going to have to learn how to do it,
Yeah.
Why are they doing the worm? I'm not doing this.
It's not so much that. It's like the idea behind two-weapon fighting, except for it's more than two weapons. It's four because now you have two extra arms and you got to learn how to do them all. You got to learn how to do it together, if you will.
Yeah.
Just picturing somebody like fucking have two arms grow out of their abdomens like Goro.
Yeah.
You get 8
That's exactly
arms.
what he was going for.
You get 8 arms, but still only one dominant hand.
Yeah. That's what he was. That's what he was going for because he was fighting a goddamn half elf, half demon, half Tanaree demon. The Marilith arms that had had the multi arms things, and he's getting his ass kicked, and he's like, he pops this wish, out. That was a stupidly high level campaign. Just ridiculous. It was a second edition campaign, and it was a ridiculous amount of power going on there. But yeah, it's like he was getting his butt handed to him, and he was all of a sudden like, "I wish for 4 arms." I was like, "Okay."
Be like 4 arms or 4 more arms? Just
all right. Here you go.
Fucking monkey's palm and turn him into a spider.
You got 2 more arms. Now you can wield 2 more weapons, but you're not proficient with that, so oops.
You just strap knives to them and just let them kind of fucking flail around.
Or use them to grapple and then beat them with your 2 arms that you're, like you just bear hug somebody and then you're just pummeling them with your other arms.
Yeah.
Could work.
All right.
Okay.
Let's do one more hex roll for tonight.
Whose turn is it? Is it mine?
It can be.
Okay, well,
I ain't gonna stop you.
A 3 and a 2.
3 and a 2. 3 and a 2. Oh, give me a d6 roll.
You're getting 2s all night long with me on the d6 roll.
2? You already did 2 for that one.
Uh-oh. Do you need another one?
Yeah, give me another one. And then I'll have those spots filled on the hex table. The items that you've already received or things that you've already found will be replaced with new discoveries.
The next fucking 2 weeks are going to be stupid here.
I don't think it's gonna take you that long.
No, I'm talking about here in America.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Fucking 4th of July is coming up. People have bought, fireworks stands are open.
Yeah, we got the first. I'm off all of next week
This
because
is the fun time of year where for 2 weeks we play the game. Fireworks or firearms?
oh, why not both?
Fireworks or gunfire? Which one was that?
Fucking somebody shooting Roman candles at somebody. People having wizard fights.
Jesus. Yes, something like that.
Okay, hold on. I have. Let me find the description for that. My resources are everywhere, guys. It's on the regular tables. Moving into this next room, a crevice in the cave wall that you're able to just make out, especially with your stealthier rogue-like characters, reveals a hidden tunnel, and behind it, a silent chamber carpeted in thick strands of gray-black webbing. In the center lies a stone loom, long abandoned, with threads still coiled around the frame. Draped over the loom is a shawl that seems to drink in the light, its fibers moving ever so slightly as if stirred by breath that isn't yours. The air is cold, a whisper trails along the wall in a language you almost understand.
All right, sneaky rogue and shady wizard warlock person. This one's yours. Like, I feel like Brunk automatically gets a just bad vibe from this. Just creepy. Getting the creepies.
It is very creepy. I'm sorry, you said that there was thread?
The chamber is carpeted in thick strands of like what appears to be like gray-black webbing. In the center of that room is a stone loom with threads still coiled around the frame. And draped over top of the loom is a shawl, and like your torches, as you bring the light towards it, it almost seems like the shawl is drinking the light.
And that's the same material that's carpeting the floor? Like the
No,
thread,
there's
like
something
the...
like what's covering the floor almost like looks like webbing more than thread.
Like a spider web?
Yeah, kinda.
What kind of thread? Like, what color is the shawl?
It's like a gray-black.
Okay.
A former character of mine might have found that interesting.
Is there anything on the walls?
Webbing.
And the ceiling?
More webbing. That kind of like covers the room.
I feel like there's gonna be a big old spider lady in here.
Curious about that shawl.
You want the shawl?
I'm tempted, but I know
I feel like if we step foot on the webbing, it's gonna be like when you step on this, like when you poke a spider web, and then suddenly the spider's like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! I found you."
could
And
use my dimension door scroll up to where the shawl is, and then dimension door off.
so you want to get the shawl and then just surpass this room, go on to the next one? Are we allowed to do that?
I can't stop you.
Yeah, I'll burn one of my scrolls to dimension door to the... Why not?
To the
Yeah.
shawl and back?
Yeah.
You're burning 2 uses of Dimension Door, right? Because one
Yep.
scroll doesn't give you a return trip.
Yep.
Yeah, you burn the 2 scrolls, you go and grab the shawl. You notice that what is absorbing the light around you guys appears to be the stitching in between these light. It's almost like it was made in patches, and the patches are stitched together with magic thread. But when you look like closer, the thread doesn't look like normal thread. And you have the shawl.
Did anything in the room react to him zooping in and out?
No.
Okay.
This shawl is so cool.
It is really cool. I dig it.
If you actually wear this thing, Jesus, you're gonna have to remake your character, like your hero forge.
Oh, yeah.
Can I inspect the thread?
Sure. Yeah, go ahead and give me a investigation.
Dirty 20.
The threads holding the shawl, like the pieces of the shawl together that are like absorbing the light from your light sources, appears to be imbuing the cloak or the shawl with like some form of like necrotic magic.
Ooh.
And it's almost like infusing the rest of the material with that necrotic magic as well.
I'm gonna let Jesus know that, hey, it's the dead magic.
Ooh. That excites me.
I knew it would. Please be careful.
I'll be good with it.
That's good.
I'll take
I'm
it
gonna
off
be
when I
like-
get the merc.
What?
What's up?
I was gonna say, I'm gonna like cautiously hand it back, and like you feel like Nerissa not quite let go of it right away before like there was that hesitation.
There we go. Grimweaver's shawl. Are you attuning to it, Jesus? What are you unattuning?
I'm unattuning the enchanted microphone.
Yeah, that's what I would have done too.
Yeah.
It says 1d4
Especially
plus
with
2.
that-
I'm just gonna give you 6. Like it's 6 pieces of clothing stitched together with the shawl.
Okay.
So when you're attuned, you get resistance to necrotic damage. You're proficient with Weaver's tools while wearing it. When you hit a creature with an attack while wearing the shawl, you can expend one of its charges to deal an extra 1d10 necrotic damage from the attack. and that scrap of clothing immediately, or a scrap of clothing from the shawl immediately turns to ash and falls from it. And it magically attaches any scraps of clothing you have on your person to it daily at dawn, up to a maximum of 6 scraps total. Also regains the same number of charges. And for a scrap to be eligible, it must be from a different creature that's died within the last 24 hours, and it must be within 1 to 2 feet across in each dimension. When a scrap is attached this way, it appears magically. Its appearance magically transforms to match the hood and mantle. So it'll never look like patchwork mishmash. It'll always have that same hue and color. But you're basically, when you kill people, you can steal their clothes and turn it into magic necrotic damage.
That's sick.
Awesome.
That's like
That
the
is-
gothest cloak I've ever heard of.
That is so sweet. It's perfectly for somebody that just collected somebody's dead head earlier in the session.
You're not wrong. Did you see that I drew you the Cyclops skull? I was
Yeah,
inspired.
that's awesome. That's awesome. I loved it.
Excellent.
And I think that's where we'll stop for tonight. Shorter session, but that means that Jay will be able to get in on the action when you're back at it. Next week? It's the 5th?
Yeah.
I think everybody's... when is it the 6th that Adam's baby shower is?
I think
Yeah, then we're...
baby showers are usually during the day, though. So
So it wouldn't matter anyway, yeah.
yeah.
Then yeah, that's it for today. We'll be back at it next week, where you'll continue your exploration of the Merkana Underground.
Dope.
Hell yeah. Thanks to everybody who tuned in. Fucking Platt, we love you very much, sir. I hope everybody has a wonderful day, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are, and as always, power to the players.